All right, this is Lee with 6 AM Group, and we're here with Zach from Rane, and today we're going to check out Rane's new rotary mixer. So, you mind giving us a run-through about the new mixer for the year?
Yeah. So, I'll sort of preface this by saying sort of the history of the why we just designed this. As most people know, Rane's been in the industry making hip-hop mixers for the last 16 years. But prior to that, we made a bunch of different awesome club mixers, MP24, MP22, MP2015. My co-worker Sean Witcher and I are from the old rave warehouse rave days, early 90s, and techno house is our thing. So we wanted Rane to make a mixer for us again. We're like, we've done the hip hop thing and it's been doing great, but we wanted to make a mixer for us. And the 2016 was always the mixer that we really resonated with. It sounds amazing, the pots are still great. So I wanted to take that and revamp it into a new design that today's DJ would really appreciate. So that's what we did with this mixer. First thing you'll obviously see, it's a tabletop version, no 19-inch rack mount, so it's super portable, drop-in unit. We got together with a lot of big DJs and club owners that loved the 2016 to get their input. Doc Martin, Derek Carter, the people at Panorama Bar, etc. So the project was in two-part. We wanted to make sure that it was the best sounding and most durable mixer on the planet, and also we wanted to make sure that any DJ that walked up to it could easily understand it. It wasn't going to be overwhelming, so we really wanted to have a simple interface for it.
Yeah, at first glance it really does. You step right up to it and it just looks very user-friendly. You got your channels and all the filters. The filters, I'm sure they sound great.
Yeah, and that's the other thing. We wanted to make sure that we gave today's DJ everything they needed in sort of a mixing instrument with all the filtering options, and give them something that they may not know that they actually needed or could use, which is the submix bus, which I'll go into. But the main highlight points for this is, number one, it's the best mixer Rane's ever built, hands down. So that says a lot in the 30 years of making mixers. Secondly, the filtering system on here is the best of both worlds. You have your low-high combo filter like you'd find on a Pioneer mixer or current Rane mixers, but you also have the full resolution high-pass filter and the full resolution low-pass filter like you find on a Zone 92 with an on-off filter button for each channel. On the right side of the mixer, you can see a resonance knob that controls the resonance of every filter. Super high Q resonance knob, sounds amazing. For me, what I needed in a DJ mixer was the ability to group several tracks together. So that's what this submix bus is all about. For me, I play Tractor. I do multiple decks in Tractor, and I also incorporate Machine. And it was always very tedious to combine multiple tracks or have control of multiple tracks. You need more than two hands to do a lot of the stuff you're trying to do. So with the submix bus, say I had 4 channels of audio running into the mixer, and I was coming in on a breakdown on channel 1, and I wanted to take the volume out of the other 3 tracks. Now all I have to do is press the sub button on the top of the channel strip for those channels, and now I have volume control of all 3 tracks with one knob. I have filter control with one knob.
Wow, so by controlling these various subs for the individual channel, that's all then mapped to this.
Sends it right here.
And you have complete control.
Yeah, and it's completely transparent. There's no phasing, there's no pops, there's no clicks. Completely transparent, and you can still make your EQ adjustments here. It's not like it just goes over here and these do nothing.
It just gives you a little bit more comprehensive control.
Exactly.
To give you that much more flow and creativity
in the mix. Yeah, so you can just do all these complex things and not have to be like, okay, where are my hands supposed to be and what am I supposed to be doing before this beat comes back in? So it really simplifies that process, which is blowing the doors open for my personal performance, and I know it's going to do the same for everybody else out there, or at least a lot of people. The other thing, we got the built-in isolator on the top, which is sweet. What's different about this isolator is it's got an on-off button, which most don't, and then it has built-in crossover knobs. So this really allows you to dial in the frequencies that you're either trying to take out or accentuate from everything that's coming out of the main output. So, for example, if you have this crossover knob all the way set to the left and you drop the low knob, it'll drop every frequency under 80 hertz.
Oh, so you're really getting a nice filtering of all of the low frequencies and all of those basses.
And then you can roll this up in real time all the way up to 640 hertz. And the same with the crossover for the high and mid. It goes from 8K down to 1K. So you could go into a break, turn on the isolator, go into a breakdown, tweak these knobs like crazy, move these crossover points in real time to create these cool, swishy, awesome build-up things, and then just turn it off when the beat comes back in.
Then you got a really nice natural build and sweep right there.
Exactly. So there's that. Also, the session input is really cool. It's a two-switch session input. So if you have the switch down, it's a typical analog session input. You plug an iPod, for example, into the input, and then you'd have volume control for whatever's coming into that input. But you can also send that to the submix bus.
Wow!
Now
and
it's basically
control, just like the other 4 channels earlier.
Exactly. So that basically turns it into a 5-channel mixer at that point, right? Or you can flip the switch the opposite direction, and now this is a USB input. So this is where I insert machine. So I have volume control of all of my audio coming from machine, and I can also send that to the submix bus.
So then machine would be controlled on this proverbial 5th channel.
Exactly. So that's huge for me. And then you can use an external effects processor. It's got the typical center returns on a Rane mixer. You can either apply the effects to everything that's coming out of the main output or just what's coming into the sub. So, with a wet-dry knob. So if you had for example, my Chaos pad here, and all you have to do, once again, send the audio to the sub, turn on the effect, and bring up the
It all seems so quick and very intuitive on the fly,
right? Yeah.
But also enough options, for you to set up whatever it is you're going to do for a live performance.
Yeah, you can get really tweaky and nerdy with it, or you can just keep it real simple. And that was really a big goal for us. Outside of that, it's got 2 USB cards in the back. They're 96K cards. It's 14 record tracks and 10 playback times 2. That's 24 24 streams of USB audio. And then the phono preamps in this mixer, we spared no expense on because we knew that vinyl purists were going to want to play on this mixer, and we didn't want them to be upset with the quality of it. So we really spent a lot of money and resources making sure those phono preamps sound amazing. So regardless if you're playing from a computer or CD players or turntables, you're gonna be absolutely thrilled to play on this precision mixing, instrument.
Absolutely.
Really.
How much is this going to retail for? Is it available in stores?
It's going to be available in stores hopefully the middle of February, end of February.
Okay.
The map price on this is $28.99. So as everybody knows, you'll find that for a bit cheaper.
Yeah.
It's an expensive mixer, but it's the best mixer on the planet.
And you get what you pay for, it seems like.
So, yeah, that's it.
All right. Well, that was the Rane's new rotary mixer, and make sure to like and subscribe to us on Facebook, 6amgroup.com, and we'll have more coverage from NAMM for the rest of the week.